Hello students. Today, theme of the lesson, ideal home. Theme of the lesson, grammar material, second conditional. Vocabulary, houses. Pronunciation, sentence stress. Workbook, useful words and phrases. Reading, text Tchaikovsky's House. Second conditional sentence. Let's talk about the grammar second conditional. You use the second conditional to talk about a hypothetical or imaginary present or future situation and its consequence. For example, if had a job equal I don't have a job. I'm imagining it. First, use the past simple after if and would, wouldn't, plus infinitive in the other clause. You can also use could instead of would in the other clause. Second, after if, you can use was or we with I, he, and she. We also often use would, I wouldn't plus infinitive when we talk about imaginary situation. For example, I'd never buy a car as big as yours. Let's do the grammar exercises. Write second conditional sentences. For example, I wouldn't live with my parents if I didn't have to. Useful words and phrases. Suburbs or outskirts. The suburbs is a residential area outside the center of a large city. For example, Croydon is a suburb of London. The outskirts is the area around a city which is the furthest from the center. For example, they live on the outskirts of Milan. Chimney or fireplace. In English, chimney only refers to the structure on the roof of the house. Fireplace is the place where you burn wood. For some nationalities, chimney is a false friend. Roof or ceiling. Roof is the top part of a house. Ceiling is the top part of a room. Let's do the vocabulary exercise. Match the words and the pictures. Next exercise, match the description and the photos. Reading Tchaikovsky Houses. Part 1.
4.22.
In 1885, Tchaikovsky wrote to a friend, "These days I dream of settling in a village not far from Moscow, where I can feel at home." First, he rented a small house in the village of Medanovo. But Medanovo was too full of tourists in the summer, and Tchaikovsky had too many visitors, when what he wanted was peace and quiet. Eventually, he found the perfect house in the small town of Klin. It was 85 kilometers northwest of Moscow, and he lived there until his death on the 6th of November, 1893. It is the place where he wrote his last major work, his Sixth Symphony, or the Pathetique as it's sometimes called. It's a grey wooden house with a green roof. Tchaikovsky's servant Alexei lived on the ground floor, and the kitchen and dining room were on the first floor. Tchaikovsky himself lived on the second floor. The sitting room and study, where his piano is located, is the largest room in the house, and there is a fireplace and a bookcase with his music books. His writing desk, where he wrote letters every morning after breakfast, is at the end of the room. But the plate...
.22.
But the place where he composed music was in his bedroom, on a plain, unpainted table overlooking the garden. In his final years, Tchaikovsky's great love was his garden. It was not a tidy English-style garden, but more like a forest. He adored flowers, particularly lilies of the valley. And after his death, his brother Modeste, who had decided to turn the house into a museum, planted thousands of lilies of the valley around the garden. In 1917, after the Bolshevik Revolution, an anarchist named Doroshenko lived there with his family. People say that he fired shots at the portrait of Pope Innocent hanging in one of the bedrooms. He was finally arrested in April, and the house became the property of the state. Since 1958, the winners of the annual International Tchaikovsky Competition have all been invited to come to Klin to play his piano. And there is a tradition that each musician plants a tree in his garden, in the hope that, like his music, it will remain beautiful forever.
Okay, answer the questions. Have you ever visited the house where a famous person was born or lived? Where was it? What do you especially remember about it? Read the guide again. What is the connection between these things and the Tchaikovsky's house? Describe 2 photos and answer the questions. Answer the questions with a partner. Home task. Writing, describing a house or flat. Write a description of your house or flat for a house rental website. Our lesson is over. Goodbye.